Hey, Charlie. Why couldn't they just put regular, more reliable locks everywhere? Like with codes and shit?
I suspect it's because if they had, anyone who hacked the code would be able to open the locks without authorization.
Yeah, but now anyone who solves the puzzles can get through. In other words, pretty much anybody. Charles, what do the special neuroconnectors from Sechenov's team look like?
The special neuroconnectors have the Greek letter gamma on them and are shaped like bracelets. They are worn on the right arm.
Gamma? What happened to Beta? Or are those the fake connectors you told me about?
The fake connectors do in fact have the letter beta on them, but the beta connectors were real at first.
I don't get it.
The first experimental prototypes of the neuroconnectors with discretionary authority were called beta connectors. There were only 2 of them, and Dr. Sechenov designed them to look like rings.
So, what happened to him?
After the necessary experiments were complete, Dr. Sechenov removed these rings from the list of special neuroconnectors. Enhanced gamma models, shaped like bracelets, were then made for the scientists, one for each member of his team.
Okay, there are only 7 of those gamma connectors? For Vavilov, Korolyov, Kurchatov, Lebedev, Pavlov, Filimonenko, and Chelomey?
Indeed.
The facility service rooms, Major. One of my dear Claire's legs is most certainly there.
Yeah, the truth is out there, right? I've never seen bots like these before.
This robot is very dangerous in melee combat.
Oh, so that's why I'm getting my ass kicked. Where's your fucking button? Charles, I've never seen Dr. Sechenov wearing a bracelet before. Does his alpha connector look different?
Indeed it does. His device is unique, and its shape and location are one of Dr. Sechenov's deepest secrets.
So his alpha connector must be really well guarded. Who's watching it, Argentum?
Entrusting humans with the connector would be far too risky. It's guarded by Dr. Sechenov's personal bodyguards.
You mean the ballerina twins? The way they move, they're so graceful and elegant. They kind of remind me of something.
Is that so? What exactly, Comrade Major?
I don't know, something good. Here's your leg, do yourself repair thing. Cool tech.
Connection obstruct. Data incomplete.
What's the holdup? Why can't we locate the module this time?
I'm afraid I can't help you. There's some kind of interference on this floor. Possible sources of interference include electromagnetic shielding or the presence of a large, elongated object.
A large, elongated object. That sounds odd. Wow, there's a big honking thing in here, and lots of little fuckers. What is this, a kid's game?
That is a puzzle piece.
Nice. What's it for?
I'm going to activate some sort of process.
Get over here! What am I supposed to do with this? Holy fuck, Charles! Is that the process I just activated?
Ron,
Where? Hey, what the hell are you doing, damn it? You metal son of a bitch. You scared the ever-living fuck out of me.
that was close.
Well, whatever. I got the arm. This looks like the right one. Let's go find the rest. Charles, why did the boss take the real beta connectors out of commission? Were they defective?
Not entirely. Dr. Sechenov wasn't convinced that there was any need for discretionary authority within Collective.
So the boss wanted total equality, but Molotov's schemes changed his mind.
Perhaps so, Comrade Major.
What do you mean, perhaps?
Dr. Sechenov wanted equality for everyone. There can be no question of that. But consider this. The Alpha Connector existed from the very beginning.
Maybe the boss wasn't planning to use the Alpha Connector's power. He just needed it to launch Collective. That's possible, right?
Anything is possible.
Son of a bitch. You scared the ever-living fuck out of me.
That was close.
Well, whatever. I got the arm. This looks like the right one. Let's go find the rest. Lynching. Charles, why did the boss take the real beta connectors out of commission? Were they defective?
Not entirely. Dr. Sechenov wasn't convinced that there was any need for discretionary authority within Collective.
So the boss wanted total equality, but Molotov's schemes changed his mind.
Perhaps so, Comrade Major.
What do you mean, perhaps?
Dr. Sechenov wanted equality for everyone. There can be no question of... But consider this. The alpha connector existed from the very beginning.
Maybe the boss wasn't planning to use the alpha connector's power. He just needed it to launch Collective. That's possible, right?
Anything is possible.
Push your fucking button! First arm's good.
New scanning cycle. Module, limb, arm, left, found. Location, Pavlov floor.
Could you be a little more specific?
No, this is terrible. It plunged into something warm and sticky. Oh my, it is red polymer. Disgusting.
What does this even mean?
I am... Dear comrade, this is the only data I have available. I hope I managed to help you.
You sure did.
Please select the desired procedure. So, what will it be, Major? Access granted. Authorization. Major Nechayev, codename P3, access granted.
Wow, a lock. Didn't see that coming.
Make yourself comfortable. Would you like to hear about whales?
Thanks, but I'd better go.
So, I just woke up and I had a brilliant idea for an exhibit. Well, it's not really an exhibit, it's more like an experience. Anyway, here it is. Visitors walk into a dark room, grab a chirper, put on headphones, and hear something like... read this, Tereshkova.
Imagine you're in a beautiful green field, surrounded by an endless forest that stretches from one horizon to the other. You hear a brook burbling nearby, birds singing, and puppies. Lots of puppies.
End recording. So, while a woman's voice is describing this landscape, some pacellas create a holographic image of it all around them. What's the point, you ask? Well, to be honest, I don't know yet. But it's an awesome idea. I'll just have to explain why I woke up next to that Tereshkova.
I am the perfect woman. I am present. I am at peace. A flowing stream, an endless forest, a forever blue sky. In touch with my inner goddess.
Turn it off! Turn it off!
Access granted. This whale's life was transferred into a polymer vessel thanks to the brilliance of Soviet scientists. Polymer mimetic adaptation owes its existence to these amazing animals. Nowadays, polymers are made to adapt inside the human body. Without triggering rejection.
It's not this that I think him.
Only under really extreme circumstances, like if my legs got ripped off or something.
But all in all, does the idea of polymer immortality seem acceptable to you?
Nah, if we don't get fresh blood every generation, we'll never have any progress. I heard that in a class once.
You're not exactly an optimist, are you, Major?
Not anymore.
Here's an interesting fact. This whale was obtained by Mikhail Stockhausen, who piloted a whaling vessel for an entire week.
I really couldn't care less, Charles. What's that crap in the canisters?
Be careful. That is a specimen called Plush, or ivy. It is extremely dangerous.
Yeah, I've seen this crap before. And of course, the ripped-off arm is in there too. Why couldn't it just be lying in a corner somewhere? of a bitch almost took me out. Let's hope another one of those freaks doesn't come crawling out of the next canister.
According to my data, the second canister is sealed properly.
Have you infiltrated the VDNH yet, Major? The government commission is almost here.
I'm inside, looking for a way to activate military drill mode. Things have been complicated by a shitload of weird shit. Any more questions?
Well, look faster. Don't let Dr. Sechenov down again.
Speaking of weird shit. Whoa! Hey! Why isn't anybody working? Were you on the tour?
Crunch, break, bend, snap, spine.
Gotcha. I'll tell the tour guide I found one of her people. Looks like a med student. Charles, so after the whole beta connector idea was dead, they made the neuroconnectors with discretionary authority?
I'm afraid so. The power struggle in the Kremlin will never end. The party elite insisted on having power even within Collective.
Well, they're our government, right? We're the USSR.
Indeed, we are. But Collective was designed to be for everyone on Earth, and the USSR is not the only country.
We can't let capitalists and imperialists into Collective.
Why not? Collective was designed as a worldwide union for equal human beings, where robots will do everything for them. Everyone will have the same opportunities.
The capitalists won't like the sound of that.
Unfortunately, no one in power will see equality as an appealing prospect. So to avoid being crushed by the Kremlin, Dr. Sechenov programmed discretionary authority into Collective.
I see. Here's your left arm. Go ahead, fix yourself up.
exhibition area. Module head found. Establishing coordinates. Assessing structural integrity.
Shit, it's dark here. I got a bad feeling about this.
The Neptune complex is an underwater city that has been located at the bottom of Lake Lazure. Authorization. Major Nichayev.
crispy fucking. Where's the shit-ass way out of here? Underground or something? Fuck me. Where am I supposed to find the head?
You need to enter Icarus Hall. It is located on the second story of this venue.
So where's the entrance?
Unfortunately, I do not have this information. Everything's got mixed up after the malfunction.
No shit.
You considered powering the beluga?
How's that supposed to help?
I don't know. It's just a suggestion.
Well, guess it can't hurt to try. It's not like we've got a lot of other options. Tereshkova, where's the power room around here?
At the very top.
Fantastic. So we're cut off. Just what I always wanted.
The Beluga is the world's fastest multi-purpose submersible vehicle. It can reach speeds of up to 78 kilometers per hour and is able to carry out civilian and military missions at depths down to 3,000 meters.
We've learned more about the ocean floor over the last few years than we had during the previous century.
I never thought about it before. I'm more interested in what's on the surface, you know?
That's a rather superficial perspective.
The real beta connectors.
Since Collective was originally planned without any discretionary authority, everyone in it was supposed to be equal.
Yeah, we already talked about that. Then why'd they need the beta connectors?
To secure Collective against unforeseen threats from individuals who might wish to control it.
That's impossible. Everybody's equal in Collective. Shit. The Alpha Connector.
Indeed. Intruders or an opposition force among equals could try to obtain the Alpha Connector. This could lead to human casualties, which would be unacceptable.
So how could beta connectors stop this from happening?
They didn't give their carriers any discretionary authority, but they did allow them to be present within Collective without being a part of it. In other words, they had total autonomy while retaining access to the information network.
So what? That's basically what we have right now.
You're seeing this from a human perspective.
What other kind of perspective could I... Oh, crap. The boss wanted to put beta rings on some robots so no one else in Collective could control them.
Indeed they are. At first, Dr. Sechenov planned to order his loyal twins to guard the Alpha Connector. While logged into Collective, he could control them from anywhere on Earth. At the same time, no one else would be able to give them orders. They wouldn't even know that they exist.
Hold on, Charles. I don't quite get it. Would it be possible to launch Collective with everybody equal, then destroy the Alpha Connector?
Certainly, but that begs another question. Who would choose to do that?
Dr. Sechenov.
Are you sure about that, Comrade Major?
Yeah. I mean, I guess. So where's the very top? This is where the power comes from.
Are you sure?
Definitely.
How?
Because this place has my favorite thing in the whole fucking world. A relay.
Really? I thought you were more partial to canisters.
Oh, come on.
I'm dumb, endlessly stupid, and I died because of my stupidity. If somebody buries me, put these words on my tombstone.
I wouldn't hold your breath. They'll probably just dump you all in a mass grave.
Why? Did many other people die?
Yeah. Way too many.
That's nice. I wouldn't want to, stray from...
Sorry, I don't have time for this.
I'm dumb, endless...
Sorry, I don't have time for this. What was that? No one noticed. Piece of shit! Let's see if this thing helps. Right. What do we have here? Tereshkova, do you copy?
Yes, dear comrade. The communication is restored.
So, where's that head of yours?
My head is where it's supposed to be, but Claire's head should be somewhere on your floor. Like I said earlier, something is crushing it with terrible force, like a migraine, like an excavator, like an entire mountain.
I get it. I really do. All your whining is giving me a migraine too. I'll go look for it.
Authorization. Major Nichak. Access granted.
Saving data.
Looks like a maze for kids. This'll be a cakewalk. Jumpy little thing, ain't ya? How do I rotate you, huh? Hey, I think I get it. Now we're getting somewhere.
Do you have any idea what you're doing, Major?
Just a sec.
Is it really that difficult?
Crispy goddamn fucking critters! Oh, for fuck. You know, Charles, I guess, without saying anything, gotcha! Nice! Easy.
Summer morn when warmth and beauty mingle, and the paths turn, a carcass lay asprawl. Upon a bed of shingle, legs raised like some old whore, far gone in passion, the burning, deadly, poison sweating mass opened its paunch in careless, cynic fashion, ballooned with evil gas. On this putrescence, the sun blazed in gold, cooking it to a
Yes, found the head. We gotta keep moving. Charles, any idea how much time we got left?
I cannot say for sure, but definitely not much.
Finally, I got all her parts. Charles, so after Dr. Sechenov created the new gamma connectors, he destroyed the old beta connectors, right?
Officially, yes. But only the technology used to manufacture the beta connectors was destroyed. The pair of experimental rings were simply removed from all records and declared recycled.
Why go to all that trouble?
He didn't want to destroy the fruits of his painstaking labor. Dr. Sechenov simply kept them as souvenirs.
So where are they now?
They were somewhere in the Sechenov Science Center here at Facility 3826. But they apparently disappeared after the malfunction began.
Apparently.
You see what's going on here, don't you? No one knows anything for sure right now. The rings could be on a lab bench somewhere, or destroyed by rampaging robots.
There won't be any need for them in Collective. Dr. Sechenov and his scientists will be able to solve any problem without him.
I couldn't agree more.
Right. Installing the head. Body parts assembled. What now?
Self-repair procedure complete. I am ready for service. Thank you, comrade. We will now initiate the launch sequence. First launch code sequence generated. Please confirm that launch code sequences match. Second launch code sequence generated. Launch code sequences match. Initiating BD&H mode of operational change. New mode, military drill.
Whew, I think we made it. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you, dear comrade.
Initiated. All employees evacuate the complex immediately.
Please, Comrade Molotov, I beg you. It's not safe here.
So it's still dangerous. I was told everything was under control.
There was a minor issue, but Major Nechayev, forgive me, Agent P3 has already dealt with it.
What exactly did he deal with? There's blood all over the place.
That's not blood. It's paint.
Comrade Sechenov, you're playing a dangerous game here.
Greetings, Comrade Molotov. I don't follow you. What game?
You know what I'm talking about, Comrade Sechenov. Your local malfunction is actually a worldwide catastrophe. Your robots in combat mode. Countless human casualties. Need I go on?
Oh, please do. But first I'd like to know how you obtained this information.
From Viktor Vasilievich Petrov, your engineer, an outstanding roboticist, an honored citizen of the Soviet Union.
That's what he used to be. Now he's prisoner number 230385, sentenced to community service at the Vavilov complex.
By your order, you are in direct violation of Soviet law. As a minister, the Minister of Industry, you know the consequences. Here is the Procurator General's decree. The upcoming launch of the collective neural network will be cancelled, and you'll be the subject of a full-fledged investigation. Am I making myself clear, Comrade Sechenov?
Comrade Molotov, may I have a word with you in private?
Do you really think that's going to change anything? Fine. I'll meet you here in 15 minutes.
Mikhail, meet me at the landing pad.
Right away, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
Go ahead, go ahead. Aren't you in a hurry to see your master, Major? Stockhausen seems awfully eager. Is something wrong, Major? Major, I asked you a question.
Lock the door.
What's going on?
I said lock the door.
P3, my boy. You're alive.
I guess so, yeah.
Comrade Sechenov! The government commission, they're dead. Molotov's body is here.
What about the others? How many people were with him?
15 or so.
Some of them may have survived. Find out.
What the fuck happened here? Who the fuck did this?
Guess the robots got in. You were fortunate to escape unharmed.
Comrade Sechenov, all the members of the commission are dead. All of them.
This is tragic, but it changes nothing. Collective must still be activated.
I couldn't agree more. But what should we do with the dead Politburo member?
We don't have a lot of options here. Right? Handle it. Mikhail, head to the radio station and make sure power to the government line has been cut. Make it quick.
Yes, sir, but the Kremlin will be expecting a report from Comrade Molotov.
I will personally inform the Politburo of this tragedy. Hurry, Mikhail. We don't have much time. Left, help her. How are you doing, my boy?
Not good. I failed you again. This is too much.
It's too much for all of us, this terrible incident.
was that?
A tribute to the departed.
Comrade Sechenov, we've got a problem. The central hub is broadcasting. Someone is trying to send information to the west.
Who? Who could have done that?
There are only two people who could have done it. You and Petrov.
Petrov's dead. I saw his body.
Just his body. Petrov is first and foremost a head.
It was his body. How's that possible?
Filatov.
When your accomplice is a neurosurgeon of Dr. Filatova's caliber, then anything is possible. Have you traced the signal?
Petrov is masking his signature, but I'm sure he's in one of the scientific centers.
Did you hear that, my boy? Go find him. Right now.
Charles, what the hell happened down there?
What exactly are you asking about? Sorry, I cannot help you. You suddenly lost consciousness as though you'd been struck from behind. When that happened, I was also disabled. That was a neuropolymer data storage.
A data storage? What does it store, dead bodies? The boss said it was a tribute to the departed. What's that got to do?
You will have to ask Dr. Sechenov himself. For my part, all I can say is that Professor Zaharov died the exact same way.
This is fucking nuts. I really thought the polymer was harmless. Fair enough.
Find Petrov and return to Chelome as soon as possible. This will be the best outcome for everyone.
Charles, why did that monster, the red polymer thing, the data storage, why did it look like a person?
Dr. Sechenov's idea. He wanted it to move independently.
Why would a data storage need to walk around? So it could run off someplace and get lost along with all its important information?
It won't run off. It's as loyal to Dr. Sechenov as the ballerina twins. When Dr. Sechenov releases it into the outside world, it always remains near him as an additional security measure.
Security? So it can attack people?
What do you think, Comrade Major? Why would a neuropolymer substance capable of dissolving a human being in mere seconds need to be able to move independently?
Shit on a shingle. You're telling me that Jellyman can sneak up behind someone and kill them instantly without leaving a trace?
It does remind me of a certain person who died under mysterious circumstances and without witnesses after slipping and falling into a bath.
Crispy critters. Yeah, makes you think. So Charles, when Dr. Sechenov sends his twins somewhere on assignment with, say, Stockhausen, he's guarded by that red monster?
Makes sense. Comrade Stockhausen is incapable of independently reaching his destination within a facility swarming with hostile robots, and Sechenov would never remain unguarded.
Why? He's a hero of the Soviet Union. Everybody loves the guy. Why would anybody want to hurt him?
Why indeed, Comrade Major?
You think there are people in the Kremlin who are jealous of him and want to get rid of him?
It's more likely that they just want power over Collective. If you rule the world, it's hardly surprising if people want to take your throne. Very powerful people.
I'd rather have Dr. Sechenov be the General Secretary of Collective than anybody else.
The General Secretary? Is that what you think he's going to be?
Of course. What else would he be?
I hope you're right.
Charles, how could that prick Petrov send intel to the West? The facility's under lockdown.
Petrov cannot transfer anything directly to anyone, or he would have already done so. That is why he is attempting to deceive Collective's central control hub.
Are you talking about that big-ass ball floating in the sky? You mean Petrov's somewhere close by?
I believe so. The emergency protocol has blocked most communication between Facility 3826 and the outside world. This block cannot be overcome. An entire scientific academy would be required. such as the Academy of Consequences.
Then what's he hoping to accomplish?
As you have no doubt already observed, there is one communication channel connected to the outside world that is not subject to the emergency protocol.
The secret government line.
Quite right. That channel is used by Dr. Sechenov to contact the Kremlin. No one else has access to it.
Yeah, no one except Granny Xena. So, what's Petrov trying to pull?
I believe he is trying to dupe the central hub by passing himself off as Dr. Sechenov.
That son of a bitch. Charles, is there really a chance Petrov could fool the hub? It wasn't exactly programmed by morons, right? They must have put protections in place.
Petrov is a talented engineer and programmer. There's a reason he made it to Facility 3826. He's the one who optimized the programmer-to-robot and robot-to-robot digital data transfer protocols.
So he knows better than anyone how the central hub works. Does that mean Petrov could actually fool the hub? Then why did Dr. Sechenov trust these protocols to a single guy?
It's temporary. After the launch of Collective 2.0, digital communication channels will be rendered useless and irrelevant. Everything will be transmitted via neuropolymer wave imaging. Binary code will be left in the dustbin of history.
And so will programmers. No wonder Petrov is so pissed. He wants to fuck shit up while he still can.
In broad strokes, although I suspect that Petrov has other motives.
He's a traitor to the motherland.
They're increasing their sensor range. You've triggered their sensors, Major.
Hey, Charles. What does the Sechenov Center study?
Radio waves, Comrade Major. It contains equipment that will help Petrov detect you. So move with caution.
Guess we better stay quiet then.
How do you like that?
Petrov is somewhere nearby, Comrade Major.
Keep it down.
you take, mutt! You'll never stop me! Gods may do what cattle may not!
Look what we have here.
You killed him! That's enough, Victor! So much death!
I just knocked him out. He's unconscious, okay? To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis noble in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against deceit and troubles, and by imposing in them. You know, it's all wrong. It's all wrong. I don't agree. I'm sorry, Larissa, but I don't understand. He ruined everything, and you...
I'm a doctor. Enough people have died today.
People, Larissa! He's an animal! He'll rip anybody's throat out if Sechenov orders him to!
Victor, he's tied up. I'll program a treatment and then we'll go.
Go where? No one's coming for us. And this fucking lunatic's ruined our escape plan!
I know. We'll come up with something.
I doubt it. Just let me go, and I promise I'll make it quick and painless.
So Sechenov's talk, huh? Look, he just came to and he's already threatening us!
Yeah, I am threatening you. How many people have your robots slaughtered without so much as a warning? Petrov? 2,000? 3,000?
That's not Victor's fault. It was a local malfunction.
A local malfunction? Then why the shit doesn't your boyfriend have a scratch on him, huh?
What the hell are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious? First Vavilov, then the VDNH. The robots are attacking everyone except you two. Why is that, if you're not controlling them?
Victor, you said you had nothing to do with this.
And you believed him! What other bullshit has this guy told you? Oh, man.
Victor!
I had no choice. A simple malfunction wouldn't have changed anything.
How could you? Huh?
How could I? You said it yourself, the whole world might end.
Huh? No, don't touch me.
You really didn't tell her anything, did you? A big mistake. Hey, what the hell?
Larissa, wait! Larissa!
Nothing can save you now, asshole. P3 to Chelomey. Petrov got away. Again.
You seem to enjoy chasing the man, Nechayev. Petrov must not interfere with the launch of Collective. Find the criminal. Now.
You have drawn the wizard's ire, Comrade Major.
No shit. Get off my grill, will ya? Can I hear you just fine? I'm gonna see you real soon, too. So get ready, prick.
Trust me, the preparations are well underway. There will be surprises, dog. You turned Larissa against me, bitch. She doesn't return my calls.
Yeah, you're breaking my heart. I don't give two wet farts about your relationship. Charles, can you trace the call? Where is that shit stain?
The signal's coming from the Plisetskaya Theater.
Theater? Right here in the facility? What a clown.
It's a theater, Comrade Major, not a circus. Marking the waypoint.
Whatever. I won't let that traitor get away from me again. Another dead village.
Yablonchko. The facility complexes, especially Pavlov, obtain certain resources from here. The automatic sorting hub is used to provide the nearby factory with birds and animals for creating neuropolymers.
Science is a real zero-sum game for game.
What a clever pun. I'm impressed.
Yeah, whatever.
Careful, Major. The enemy has raised the alert level.
Access granted. Authorization. Major Nichak,